Hello and welcome to Thought for February the 21st. Our readings are Exodus chapters 33 and 34, Psalms 90 and 91, and 1 Corinthians chapter 3. And our thought is, please show me your glory. The life story of Moses is remarkable. Only after being a shepherd for 40 years in Midian was he called by God to serve him. He then had the drama of the plagues and his interaction with Pharaoh. The dramatic crossing of the Red Sea and the quaking mountain and 40 days on the summit are naturally seen as the highlights of his life story. But something totally special was in store for him, and we read of this today in Exodus 33 and 34. The Lord commands them to leave Sinai. God sees the masses encamped there as a stiff-necked people, we read in chapter 33 verse 3. Yesterday we read, the Lord said to Moses, "Whoever has sinned I will blot out of my book," chapter 32 verse 33. And when Moses went into his tent, the pillar of cloud would descend. Thus the Lord used to speak to Moses face to face, as a man speaks to his friend. We read this in chapter 33 verses 9 and verse 11. Moses says to the Lord, "If I have found favour in your sight, please show me now your ways, that I may know you, in order to find favour in your sight. Consider too that this nation is your people." Verse 13. The Lord answers, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Verses 13 and 14. The Authorized Version has "give thee rest." The promised rest only applied to Moses. And there follows a remarkable request. Moses said, "Please show me your glory." The answer is most thought-provoking. "I will make all my goodness pass before you, and will proclaim before you my name, Yahweh. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy." Verses 18 and 19. Moses is made to stand in the cleft of a rock until the Lord had passed by. But Moses is not allowed to see his face. But the greater cause for our meditation is the declaration of his name. In one sense, God's name, as with our own name, is the reputation we develop and display. Moses goes up on the mountain for a second 40 days, chapter 34 verse 28, and again the Lord, that is Yahweh, passed before him and proclaimed, "Yahweh, Yahweh, a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness." Verses 5 and 6. The glory of character is far greater in meaning than physical glory. Remember Isaiah's prophecy about Jesus, that he would have no beauty that we should desire him, chapter 53 verse 2. Yet all human portraits make him handsome with flowing golden hair. Let us each meditate as to how we would respond if asked to show our glory. How we feel we can genuinely answer this request will one day be reflected in the kind of rest we will receive. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.